What up, YouTube? So today's going to be part 4 of the K20z1 Type S Eclipse, and today's we're going to start actually hopefully getting this motor actually running today. So we need to get the motor grounded, we need to get the wiring for the ECU ran, and we need to get a fuel line on here so we can actually get some fuel on here, and I believe we can get this thing started up. So we're going to do a little wiring, we're going to get the radiator mounted up in here, and we're going to do the exhaust. And if we have a little time, we might be installing the axles, but we might keep that for the next video. So yeah, right now I'm gonna start working on the radiator tabs, getting this mounted up, and then we'll start messing with the wiring. And yeah, like I said, get it grounded up. You need at least 3 grid grounds, which I like to run. Some people can do 2, but I like to do 3 just to make sure it's good on grounding. Yeah, we got a couple things we're gonna do in this video. Like I said, hopefully we'll go for a start. I'm gonna go ahead and start getting these mounts for the radiator grounds, and we'll come back. All right, so we're back now, and we have the radiator installed. This is an Acura RSX stock radiator, so they fit in here good after you make the mounts. They even have a little indentation for this, so you don't scratch it, which is pretty cool. It's almost like if it was meant to be. So we got I just did a pre-mount on the battery just to get this in here so we can have power and everything. So we're gonna need to do that so I can take the switch powers I need off of here. Other than that, I do have a ground right here on the engine so far for the motor, and we have one on the transmission. I have to make another one, and we'll probably put it on the intake manifold later on. But this car should be able to start with those 2 grounds at least. Next we're gonna get to is I kind of been pre-wiring this car for startup. So this is the stock engine harness. I'm pretty much gonna start running everything I need, and then I'll finish cleaning everything up. But yeah, this is pretty much what's gonna be going on. So since we're gonna be running the stock ECU for now, just to get the car running, I'm gonna be running the immobilizer key from the stock factory ECU and everything from the car. That's for that. And then this is the DLC plug, so we'll be able to see what the check engine lights are for. This is gonna be the E plug, since a lot of people don't know about 0506. 0506 is usable, so that's what I'm using. This is just, like I said, the car was 0506. So all this is 0506 ECU wiring harness and everything. You can use 02 to 04 if you want to, but it just costs more money. So if you already got it, go ahead and just use it. So this is the harness already made for the cluster. So I got this for the cluster, pretty much ready to wire up from the E-plug. And then this is the primary O2 sensor that I'll be running. And yeah, that's pretty much it as far as the wiring. So I just got to get some switch powers. We got ground, and then we need to get a fuel line on here. So we'll run fuel after that. Mainly need to get all the wiring going, and we need to ground the battery as well. After that, I believe we should be able to at least try to get a start on this car. And then at least probably get the cluster wired up. So I'm gonna start attaching this. So this part goes to the other side of the engine harness. This is gonna go to the other side, or the E-plug on the ECU. And then I'm just gonna run my powers and switch powers right now, and then we'll come back at the fuel and see if this thing cranks up. So we'll go ahead and knock that out and we'll come back. All right, guys, so we're back now, and I'm gonna show you guys the wiring. So I've got my 12 volt power wire that I need constantly on, and then I got my 2 switch power wires over here. I ran those inside to the ECU, and then I got the ECU all connected right now. So this is how it looks when it comes out. So we got the C101 connected, the E-plug over here, which is pretty much ready for me to run the cluster. And then we got the A and B plug into the ECU. We have our immobilizer all wired up, ready to go, and we have the DLC plug. So I'll show you guys that real quick, just to show you that it does work. So we got that working. Other than that, oh yeah, I wired up the starter, so we're almost there. I just have to connect the fuel right now, get the fuel line on here. So after that, I believe we can start it up. I do have 3 grounds, so I got one right here. I got one on the transmission, actually 2 on the transmission, so I got one over here too. When you're using these, make sure it's the actual engine one. The one right here, that's not a ground. Just want to let you guys know for some people who haven't done the swap yet, or if you have done the swap, the ground is actually off of the engine stud itself, so it has to be one of these if you want to ground it right there. Yeah, so I'm gonna get my line cut right now and get this on, and then I believe we should be ready to do a first time start on this car. So I'm gonna finish this line up real quick and then we'll come back. All right, so we're back, and I think we are pretty much ready to get this thing started. I don't have a cluster installed right now, but I do want to see if it starts up, so I think it will. It should start up first try. I'm gonna test the fuel real quick, and we'll look at the scanner to see if everything's good. That way we can know for sure if we have any check engine lights. I know intake air temperature sensor is gonna be 1, O2 sensor. But other than that, if everything's reading, everything should be good. Okay, yeah, 2 check engine lights, so figured that. Let's see if this thing starts up. All right, we got fuel. First time crank, first time start. That was literally first crank, first start. First time trying anything. I never tried to start this car, so yeah, it's alive. This is Mitsubishi Eclipse number 4. So tied a little high because got to put water in it and stuff. So we got a lot of stuff we still got to do. We got to wire in the cluster, get the axles on here, ship cables, and we still got to convert it to manual. All right, so yeah, that's it. Like I said, we got to put the axles, half shaft, we got to convert it to the manual because this wasn't automatic, so we got to put in the pedals, master slave cylinder kit, and then yeah, hopefully in the next couple days this thing will be running and driving soon, so stay tuned for that. And we still got to figure out the power steering and system and stuff. Looking at the battery, I'm not sure if it's actually going to be able to fit right here. This was just kind of a test. Worst case, I'll probably have to get the I think hybrid racing relocator kit and use that like I did on mine. Other than that, guys, if you haven't, like, share, subscribe, comment, let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys in the next video.